Good morning, good morning. How are you guys? Nice to have you guys with me for another morning session. It's December 5th, 2025. Here's the headlines for today. So we're going to go through them pretty quickly because I got a live session that I'm going to be doing today. Level 3 session with members. That starts at 9 a.m. So let's dig right into it. So first thing I see when I'm taking a look at the Yahoo Finance screen here, I'm looking at Netflix to buy Warner Brothers in $72 billion deal. So Warner Brothers, WBD, I was looking at them and I had a trade that I was looking at, and I really, really liked this one a lot. It was based on the monthly time frame. There was significant buying taking place here. I spotted it. I mentioned it to members, and I was really looking forward to a nice drop in price here. I was watching for a move like this to capture a move like that. And it just never retraced back to that area. But big significant buying was happening here in the $13 range. Well, now we have the news to show us exactly why there is um, such a want to pick up shares of this one. Somebody knew a deal was going to happen. So they got in at $12, rallied up to double, okay, double in no time at all. And of course, this is happening from a big, significant area of demand here on the higher time frame. So yeah, that's Netflix, okay, big one. Netflix. Oh. Let's try that again. There we go. There we go. All right, Netflix to buy Warner. Okay, S&P 500 eyes fresh record with PCE inflation on deck. So we've talked about the S&P 500 looking good, looking bullish. Nothing has changed my mind on that. We still haven't surpassed these highs here on the futures, but this very significant area of supply has been taken out. No institutional demand was formed on this time frame, but that's okay because we still have on the weekly chart, we still have major institutional demand here that is in play. So shouldn't expect anything else besides upside for the S&P 500. As the labor market healthy? Count on finding out soon. ADP. Interesting. Let me. ADP is a position that I believe I have. If I'm not mistaken. ADP. Yes, ma'am. I am in ADP. And I'll show you the position. Here's the position. I opened this one up. It went down below my entry just slightly, nothing major, and now it's slowly creeping back up towards my entry. We're seeing a small gap to the downside, but I'm not concerned in the least about this one. I suspect over the long term we're going to be rallying up to about 290, where we're going to contact some supply here on the monthly time frame. Okay, you can see that supply area. We'll likely get some kind of a reaction, but then eventually we will break through that area and head much higher. I got targets much higher on this one. So that one has been looking very good. Bank of America dovish Fed rate cut puts Santa rally at risk. I don't think so. Bank of BAC. Bank of America. All right, so we have big institutional buying here on the monthly time frame. I have an alert set here because I am interested. If price is to drop down to this area, I'll be looking for a long signal off of that area to the upside. Okay, so this one's looking good. Breaking, did we get? No, almost breaking to all-time highs. Not quite there yet, but very good area of institutional buying here on the monthly time frame. On the 6-month time frame, you can see that we had a big institutional supply here. Okay, price dropped from that, and then we're making our way back up. So just a matter of time until that gets broken through. But until it is broken through, don't assume it's going to be broken through. I believe if price was to drop down to this monthly area of demand, that we would likely see a rally form from there. Earnings. Victoria's Secret stock surges on Q3. Ooh, ULTA. Let's see. ULTA. Victoria's Secret, eh? Wow. So, would I buy this one? What would I do? Well, it looks like, let's see if it's breaking through supply. That's the question. The top of supply is 574. We're gapping up into 572. So we're still inside institutional supply right now. Okay. So I'd be careful because as long as supply is holding, we shouldn't expect price to go higher. If it breaks through supply, creates new institutional demand zones, then yeah, might have something there. It looks like it was in a range for quite some time. Yeah. So if it breaks this supply, that could be good for a longer sustained move to the upside. Musk's X fine 140 million in by EU in first content law penalty. Ooh, interesting. Apple and Meta involved, I guess, in that. Meta, we were talking about how this one opened up inside supply, right? And I told you be careful because supply means selling. This is not bullish, and take a look at what took place, okay? Straight to the downside, all right? Still not looking like a good chart for me to trade personally because of the supply coming in, so I will pass on that. Century-old Dow theory is flashing a bullish sign for stocks. Don't know what that is, haven't looked into it, but Expedia seems to be, is it Expedia? No, sorry. Expeditors International. Expedia. What's Expedia? Expedia. EXPE. Oh, that's right. PE, not PD. Um, all right. This looks pretty good. I'm liking this one. Not too bad. Big move to the upside. Yeah, it looks like there was a big institutional demand area here that got traded through, but still holding as far as I'm concerned. And looks like we could have another area here, although this isn't a lower quality area for reasons that we talk about. Lower quality demand area would need confirmation. But I'll mark it next time I take a look at the chart. I'll watch the reaction, but that is a lower quality area. Breaking to the upside, nice. I think what might be happening is on the larger time frame, we have a big institutional buying zone here, right here. This is the one I'd be interested in, okay? But we're likely going to get a push even higher before this one becomes valid. So this is something to keep on the back burner. Let me see if I have this one in my watch list. No. I'll add it to the watch list. Looks like a good one for potential in the future. This could actually be okay. Shaped economy. Okay, HPE. Sinks as outlook dense AI fueled sales. Let's take a look at HPE. Hewlett Packard. Not looking so great. No, I wouldn't. Looks like some demand is coming into play here on the monthly time frame. That's not too bad. That could bring price higher from there. Pretty good, actually. I'd be watching the daily time frame for signals, but that looks pretty good. Yeah, we could go higher from here. And doing some projections. Let's see. We could project as high as, yeah, that looks about right. $31. December 5th, 25, and this was based on the monthly time frame, monthly target. Yeah, that's pretty good. $31. Okay, that looks good. All right. Oops. Oops. Oh, no, 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 no. How did that happen? There we go. All right, so we got that one. BlackRock Bitcoin ETF sheds 2.7 billion in record outflows. Interesting. Let's take a look at BlackRock. We recently had institutional buying here at the $900 area. I was watching this here, weekly demand. Price came in, just fell short within pennies, and has been reversing. This was an area of interest for me in buying. I had my alert set there. So look at that. Price comes down, just about contacts that weekly demand zone, and look at price. Look at that. Price reaction to the upside. Institutional buying. Not bad. Next would be daily time frame. To focus on the daily time frame. As price is reacting from weekly. Let's take a look here. We could have something here. Here's a spot I'd be watching for an entry long. Okay, this could work out. If this gets validated, drops into here, shoots to the upside, yeah, 1300 give or take targets. Okay. All right. Let's look at Netflix, NFLX, trending tickers. It looks like it's gapping down into just above our institutional demand area. Remember, we were talking about this one? Institutional demand here between 98 and 85. Price is coming right down into it. We're probably going to see a reaction to the upside from this area. Okay, likely, very likely. Okay. I don't like the descent into it. Very slow descent into it. Not very good. So I'll be watching the lower time frames for confirmation, but watch that area for a move to the upside. Warner Brothers, WBD. That's the one we were talking about earlier about that retracement. Would have been nice, but we never got it. SMX, what is that? Yeah, not a chart I'd be interested in looking at. Bitcoin, Sofi. Let's look at Sofi and then we'll finish off with Bitcoin. Oh, wow, look at that. Sofi came into our institutional buying area here at $8.53. Okay, big institutional demand area. Price rallied, came back down, contacted demand again. That was your entry, 853. Look where it's at now. Triple your money, not bad. Where would I get back in? Or where would I get in again? Would be, I was watching this weekly demand zone here on the weekly time frame. Not the greatest. I don't like all this structure, so I'm being patient right now to wait for an additional signal because right now it's not looking too good. Okay, and last but not least, let's take another look at Bitcoin. Boom, 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 boom. What did I tell you? What did I tell you guys? Remember I told you? Mm-hmm. What did I show you here yesterday? Remember that? The short trade. The short trade idea. Look at that. It's working to perfection. Look at that. Okay. What did I say? Watch for price to come down to this area. And this is going to be the last buying area. It's going to be the last time train is coming into the station. And then when they're done, it is going to be skyrocket time. All right. So every move that has transpired here has happened according to what I told you was going to happen. Okay. If you've been following us, you'd know. When price was 94, I told you it's going to drop and then it's going to base and then it's going to rally. All right. And then during this week, I said next week it's going to drop. And then it did. And then everybody freaked out. And I said, don't worry, because it's going to rally again. And then I told you it was going to drop. And I'm telling you it's going to base again, and then it's going to take off. And the next takeoff is very likely going to be the one where we're going to see a massive rally up in price. And we probably won't see price down here at these lows for a long time, if ever. Okay, I think it's very true that it's probably going to be the last time you'll be able to get into Bitcoin at these prices. Okay, so that's why I am getting ready to get into a position on Bitcoin, and it's going to be a sizable one. I'm going to take multiple positions for different type of trades, one for short term, one for longer term. So I'll give all those details to members. I might drop some stuff to you guys. It depends. We'll see when it gets to that point how much support I'm getting from you guys, how many likes I'm getting on the posts and so forth. But we'll get there when we get there. All right, folks. Good stuff. So we'll talk more in detail with members about what is transpiring in these markets. We're going to take a look at some charts, gold, silver. We'll also be discussing Bitcoin and our plan going forward. We're going to look at the portfolio and some potential new trade setups. And we're going to start that session in about 11 minutes. So I'll let you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you're a student, make sure there's a new link that I put in the Telegram channel. Make sure you get to that link and click it, register it, so that you can join us in 11 minutes. All right, folks, thank you very much. Thank you very kindly. Much love. If you enjoyed these sessions, hit the like button, subscribe if you're not, and hit the notification bell so that when I do these sessions, you get notified immediately. All right, folks, that's it. Good stuff. Love you all. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. We'll talk to you soon.